Merry Christmas! It's Black Friday and I have a freebie just for you guys. This is a little more on the lifestyle stuff, but there is a marriage here between that and how it impacts us with our emotional and mental health. It's really important because I want to show you how we as a family engage fully in the season of Christmas. One of the ways that we do that is through our 25 days of Christmas, and I'm going to show you what we do because every year I get multiple requests for people to borrow mine or how do I do it, and so I thought I would just do a video and show you exactly what to do, and you can take a little bit of it or you can copy the whole thing. It's totally up to you. And I have to tell you, I promise it is super easy. It is not super Pinteresty. I mean, you can make it Pinteresty if you want. And when I say easy, I do not mean like the skinny girl who says, I never work out and all I eat is pizza and cupcakes. I really mean it. It is really easy. So I'm going to show you step by step how I pull together my 25 days of Christmas and make it pretty simple every year. I will say this, the first year is probably your hardest year because you're going fully from scratch. So the first thing that I do after I get a blank calendar and a pencil, I always use pencil and do a practice calendar first. So you're going to fill that in. Your first year, you're going to have to Google a lot of things and find out what's happening in your town. There's a lot of things going on, and ask people, put it on Facebook, find out what's happening if it's your first year. But you've probably got a few things that you already do every year that can go right on your calendar. The second thing that you're going to want to do is pull out your previous year's list of things that you did, and that's how I start mine. I take last year's, every year I take a copy, hide it so that I know exactly where it is. When I say hide it, I mean in my calendar so that I'm not frenzy come December the next year. And I take off of that the things that I know we're gonna do. And you know what? It's like Vanna White turning those things that fills up some of those squares just like that, and it takes away some of the intimidation. What you want to do is find out from your kids what are some of your favorite things that they like every year at Christmas. And I mean, right away you get the things like going to see Santa, boom, there's a square. You get your town Christmas parade. For us, one of the highlights that my kids love is Chef Mickey. It's just a stuffed Chef Mickey, and he does all the magic. We can't bake until he comes because he spreads the magic over all of our Christmas treats. And it's really funny, my 10-year-old still, he leaves for school that day, and then when he comes home, Chef Mickey's here, and he's like, how did he get here? He's 10. I love childhood naivety, right? So we have Chef Mickey, we have baking, we have hot cocoa. Those are some of our favorites that we fill our calendar with. Now I will tell you, Monday through Friday are very, very simple things like hot cocoa after, you know, our dinner, or we're gonna read a Christmas book, or we're going to have a Christmas song dance party. We keep it really simple on those nights because we've got busy things to do. Now, the other thing that I like to do is when I fill all the calendar in, I make lots of copies. Lots and lots of copies, because I want all of the special important people in our life, like grandparents, to know what we're doing. When we lived far away, I would mail the grandparents so that they could call the kids, and it was really cute because they'd call and say, oh, I see that Chef Mickey arrived today. And my kids would be like, how did you know that? It's called the magic of mail, kiddo. So you want to give everybody, like aunts that are in your kids' life, aunts, uncles, godparents, anybody who's important and special to your kids, give them a copy so they can follow along. It makes it a lot more fun, and it gives them something to ask your kids about. The next thing that you want to do is leave space at the bottom of your calendar, and this is where I put addresses. Like last year we went to a Bethlehem walk. I had to put the address of the church so I didn't have to re-look it up. So I also put in there I get on Pinterest and I go a little crazy and I want to make every single Christmas treat that comes up. So I kind of have to narrow it down, and I put like the top 3 that we're going to bake, and I'm not going to be distracted by all the others. And I put also our menus. Like a tradition for us is to have orange rolls because it was my husband's thing on Christmas Eve, so I put that on here. So I make sure you leave room at the bottom of your calendar for your little notes that you are going to need. The next thing is I want you to remember, and this is really, really important, you want to make sure that you understand that this is fluid. If you've ever done meal planning, I mean, is there a single person anywhere who has done meal planning and eaten every single meal on the exact day that you put it? No. I mean, if you're out there, I want to meet you because you're really on point. It's a plan, people. It's a plan. If you don't plan for anything, you won't do anything. So it's just a plan. Maybe you're only going to be able to do the Saturdays in December. The important thing is do something. Make a plan to fully engage in the season with you and your kids. You're making memories for them. You're making memories for you, because when you're 70, you are going to want to remember the things that you did. When I talk to people in my office about memories in their childhood, the thing that they talk about the most, obviously, are Christmas memories, because everybody has traditions that they do. But it's really important because traditions, and when I say traditions, I mean the things that we repeat annually every year, or even weekly, like going to grandma's house every Sunday for Sunday dinner. That's what I mean by traditions. Traditions are what we hang our memories on. So you as a family, you want to create traditions, and they don't have to be big and crazy and, you know, Pinteresty and out of Southern Living magazine. They just have to be something that are meaningful to you and to your kids, because it's going to be important for everybody for you to fully engage into the Christmas season and to create those memories that you're going to have and that your kids are going to have. So this is why I wanted to share my 25 days of Christmas with you. I hope that you've enjoyed it, and I will be posting a picture of our 25 days this year at the bottom or in the comments. So if you have any questions or you want to like or share, great, do that. And hey, I want to see what you come up with. So give me pictures in the comments when you come up with the things that your family does. Merry Christmas, happy shopping.